Sports Talk with PlayerAgent3. My next guest, man, I actually got another Charlottean on the show.
Yes, sir.
Former North Mech star, former NC State Wolfpack star, Mr. CJ Bryce. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. You staying?
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, you staying safe out here with this COVID-19?
Yeah, you see, I don't got my mask on right now, but yeah, I'm keeping my hands clean, all that, man. Can't afford to have none of that.
All right, man. I want to tell you this, man. You know, the Charlotte guys have been pretty nice to me, man. I've had Alonzo Coleman on the show. I've had Junior Burrow and Jeff McInnes on the show, man. So, you know, the Charlotte guys have been holding it down.
Yeah, old Jeff. Yes, sir.
Well, shout out to Anthony Morrow too, man. I had him on the show. So
okay, yeah. I was just working out with Zoe in Charlotte last week.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's good work, man.
Zoe got me right.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about some things, man. You know, a few things I want to talk about, basketball, and then, you know, some other things that you have going on, man. And staying with this Charlotte theme, man. How was it for you growing up in Charlotte, being that basketball-wise, being that now that Charlotte has pretty much become a hotbed for basketball? How was that for you growing up?
Well, I mean, I always feel like, you know, North Carolina has produced some top-notch athletes. You know, even though people don't want to really give us that credit. But I mean, we're the hoop state. And that's just what it is, you know. So coming up, you know, I played against guys like, you know, Kennedy Meeks out of West Charlotte. What's the guy? A lot of talent in Mooresville. You know, the Mecca 4A. We had a lot of talent, you know, coming up in high school. So I actually went to Hopewell High School my freshman and sophomore year.
Okay.
I decided to transfer to North Mecklenburg. Met Coach Dwayne Lewis. You know, I was very familiar with, you know, some of the guys that they had from growing up, you know, so it was a very good program. And, you know, as soon as I got there, you know, he had me in the gym getting ready, working out in front of coaches and things like that. And I'm glad I made the move.
All right. So, you know, you had a pretty good career in high school, man. How was that recruiting process for you, being that you ended up at UNC Wilmington?
I mean, it went very well. I actually got recruited by Wilmington during AAU. I had a lot of looks from North Mech, but yeah, we went on the circuit. I went with Queen City Thunder, head coach Adrian Calhoun, and I was very inconsistent at that time. I would literally have games like 30, and then the next game I wouldn't even score, but I'll have like 20 rebounds or something like that. Yeah. But
Okay.
it was where I was always playing hard, but I still had to develop a lot. I still had to develop my game. So, you know, Coach Kevin Keats took a huge chance with me. You know, and we did some really good things in Wilmington.
Right. So was it the beach atmosphere? What sold you on UNC Wilmington?
I'm actually in Wilmington right now. Crazy thing.
Okay.
But oh, look at this right here. Now that you bring that up, look at that right there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a throwback right there.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I came on my visit here, I actually went on 3 visits. I went to Georgia Southern, University of Charleston, and then Wilmington. And I just, you know, the program was coming up and coming. Coach Keith had only been there for a year, and I really wanted to build. I wanted to help build a program, like I felt like I did at North Mecklenburg, and I feel like that was really all I knew was, you know, start from the bottom, and that's really what we did. And you know, he did a very good job at Wilmington. Ended up getting the job at NC State, and you know, we just look forward to doing the same thing at State.
Yeah, man, and you know, I saw that you know, the 2 years that you put in at UNCW, man, you put some major work in. What was Coach Keats the reason why you left UNC Wilmington and transferred to NC State? Was that the main reason?
Yeah. It was, like you said, I mean, we had like 2 very good years at UNC Wilmington, making it to the championship both years and making it to the NCAA tournament ultimately. But once he decided to leave, I opened back up my recruitment, and it actually came down to South Carolina and NC State. And I really liked South Carolina, but I mean, and in the end, I wanted to stick with what I really knew and the previous success that we had at UNC Wilmington. So I ended up going to NC State.
Right. All right, man. So now you in Wolfpack country, man. You with the Carolinas, the Dukes, the UVA, ACC country, man. What was it like, man? Your first time stepping on the court at the Dean Dome, stepping on the court at Cameron, coming from a UNC Wilmington type situation.
Yeah. So the first time I knew the first experience that I had when I knew the ACC was the real deal. It was my sit-out year, and we were at home at the PNC Arena, and we played Duke. I had already played against Duke at Wilmington my freshman year.
Okay.
And we ended up losing that game, but I was pretty familiar, with Coach K and his system. But that was the year that they had Marvin Bagley, Wendell Moore, Wendell Carter, and. Yo, Marvin Bagley was a beast. I can't even cap. Marvin Bagley was the real deal.
Yeah.
And once I actually saw him play like up close and personal, I was like, I got a lot to work on. So I took that summer, to really develop my game. And then next year they got Zion Williamson. So it was some really special talent that I saw in the ACC. You know what I mean? I'm glad I was able to be a part of it.
Do you feel like there was any added pressure, man, coming from UNC Wilmington, which is a great school, but it's not the ACC? Do you feel like there was any added pressure on you to come to NC State and perform?
A little, and it was expected. You know what I mean? Because of what I had did at UNC Wilmington. I feel like anywhere that I went, even if it wasn't NC State, there would be, a little bit of pressure, like I need to produce. And, but that's what I look forward to, you know what I mean? I feel like it'll be the same thing wherever I go at this point, So, like I said, I took that time and I really worked on my game and got ready to play at NC State. And although I feel like, I honestly feel like I could have did better. I honestly feel like I wanted to for a personal goal, I wanted to make an all-conference team before I left NC State. But that's all that is, motivation for me to continue to work even harder.
Right. And I followed NC State this year, man, and you had some bumps and bruises in terms of overcoming some obstacles. I know you had some injuries. And there were a few games, man, a few tough games that you had to pretty much bounce back from. How did you face those obstacles?
Prayer, just keeping my faith in God, honestly. Because last year I got concussion for the first time in my career, which is an injury that I'm not really familiar with. It's not like an ankle sprain or even I broke my finger, my index finger, my sit-out year. It wasn't anything like that. It's a brain injury, So I had to really take my time. I didn't want to get back on the court too early when I wasn't ready. And I really had to, just work on developing my mind again, and just becoming smarter with the game. Watching film while I was sitting out, and just taking that time to actually appreciate, playing the game of basketball. So it all came together, and I'm satisfied with the way that I finished up the season.
Okay, and ultimately, you led the team in scoring, man. And you guys were right there in terms of making the NCAA tournament. And then this COVID-19 thing hit, man. What? Talk to me about your thought process when you learned that you weren't going to be able to play in the NCAA tournament.
it was a smack in the face for all of us. I mean, not even, just the sports world, but, I feel like everyone, because I feel like everyone had plans for this summer. We all have our personal goals, and it's just an obstacle thrown in the way for everyone. You know what I mean? So, but for me personally, we were actually getting ready to go to the Duke game. We were playing Duke. We had just beat Pittsburgh in the first round. And we're in the hotel, getting dressed. The night before, they had just canceled the NBA season. So, we were just keeping our ears open. We're getting dressed. It's kind of hard to focus with all the noise, surrounding noise on social media and things like that. And then we saw it came out. The news came out, and everybody just lost their minds. I mean, it's just like, this is our chance, because the first time we played Duke, beat them pretty good at our place. They got us good at their place. So this was the rematch. This was the rematch season, So it was a game that we really wanted to play, but we didn't get the chance to. So, it hurt initially, but all this is a chance for us all to get better individually, and really work on our craft, whatever it is that anyone does. I took the time to explore other things, with my brand. I'm doing a little bit of music here and there, but it's time to get focused back in now, and I'm ready to do it.
Okay, if you could take your time, the first time you stepped foot on campus at UNC Wilmington versus your senior year at NC State, what would you say your biggest challenge was? It could be on the court or off the court. What would you say your biggest challenge was?
I feel like there were different challenges at Wilmington. It was more like a focus thing. Coming in as a freshman, I'm at the beach. We playing really good basketball. It was a little tough to stay focused. I'll say that. But as I grew up, I got to NC State. I would say the challenge more was, just being more of a team player for me. Because up to this point, I feel like I've proven my game, scoring the ball and defensively. So it was more of like getting my teammates involved, or helping pick up a freshman, who's going through the same thing that I went through when I was at UNC Wilmington. So just being a leader, stepping up, and I definitely feel like it helped me grow as a player and as a person.
Okay. So now, man, college is over. Now it's pretty much time to step into the real world, and you're pretty much getting prepared for professional basketball. Do you have any expectations in terms of the NBA or going overseas? What are your expectations in terms of that?
No expectations at all. I'm just playing how it goes. I think I've heard that they're gonna try to finish the last NBA season from last year. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna try to stay in shape as best as possible. Continue to work on my game, and I'm gonna just be ready when the ball drops.
Okay. So it's funny, man, that you mentioned something about music, man, because I heard you got a lot of stuff going on off the court, man. Talk to us about your latest ventures and some things that you have going on off the court.
Well, I'm actually I had a brand called Love Gang, and I was actually doing it with a friend of mine, but I decided to branch off and do my own thing, my brand called CJB. And I don't want it just to be, just a brand, just a fashion line. I want it to be a lifestyle. So I'll do all things. I was planning on doing a festival this summer, but with the COVID going on, I'm not really sure how that'll hold up. But I think I want to start off, with the beaches open back up. I want to look more to like a bathing suit line for right now, for females, for guys, swimming trunks, and go in that way. As far as the music, I actually dropped a mixtape, CJB on SoundCloud. just trying to adventure and do different things and just show the many talents that I feel like I have other than basketball.
Okay, what inspired the music name?
Well, I've always been really into music. If you go on my Facebook, you can see a lot of old rap videos I had when I was just a freshman in high school. So it's always been something that I've really been interested in, like freestyling with my friends or something like that. So I tried it out. I did one song and I actually really liked it. So I just decided to pursue it at this point.
Now, is this something that you're gonna like heavily focus on? Once basketball is all said and done, once you retire, or you're gonna, in the off season, you'll focus on that as well.
Yeah. Well, in the off season, when I have time, I'll still focus on it, and focus on doing the clothing line and doing the brand. But it's kind of tough to put my focus in both things at the same time. So when I can do it, I will, and I'll definitely keep everybody updated with what I have going on. And I definitely do want to get the clothing line out there so people can support that and join a movement. But once my career is over, I definitely want to dive deeper into it. But I hope that's not for a little minute. So I ain't looked that far yet.
Yeah. So how important, man, do you think it is for athletes to have other things going on outside of basketball?
Very important. Very important. Because God forbid, there's no telling what could happen. What could happen today or within a few years or so. So you want to keep your options open. Continue to explore all interests that you have. Just live it up while you can, and that's something that I really like to live by.
Mm-hmm. So, you have your clothing line and your music, that you're working on, man. Like, what is it that you want the people to know about your clothing line and about your music? Like, is it going to be a product of you? What's your vision behind, the clothing line as well as your music?
Yeah. Going off what you said, I really like that. Just being a product of me. What all I've gone through, how I've grown up, experiences that I've had. I actually want to do a YouTube channel. Just put different things out there. Help people learn things that I've learned in life. Different lessons. And just help people out when I can. And like I said, just start a movement. Really just everyone help each other and let's do this together. Because I couldn't have got where I am today without the support of the people around me, the support of people in my past, and I want to do the same for others.
So tell me, man, how can people, find, again, I know you mentioned it before, but how can people find your music? And, in terms of your clothing line, where can they look for that, if it's here or in the future?
Well, I'm actually on Instagram right now at CJB. It's spelled CEEJAYBEE.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on SoundCloud, CJB. Just the letter CJB. I want to get a website started, so people can shop with me and things like that. But as far as anything else, I'm really on Instagram to keep people updated, and that's where you can find me, my latest updates.
Okay, all right, that's good work, man. Definitely gonna be looking out for that, man. Any chance of playing in the Queen City Pro-Am this summer?
I definitely want to. We'll see what happens, because that's something I've always wanted to do since I was younger. Sitting and watching those guys play growing up was pretty cool. So being a part of that would be nice. So we'll see what happens though.
Wanted to get your thoughts on this real quick. The Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan docu-series. And you're too young to actually, you were too young to see Michael Jordan in real time. What did you think about that docu-series and the LeBron James, Kobe Bryant comparisons?
Yeah, well, I can understand that because me, honestly, going off of what I've seen, and what I've experienced, and I feel like a lot of people could say that with this generation, we could say that LeBron James has been the best player. You know what I mean? But actually, being able to see Michael Jordan and his mindset and his lifestyle and the way he approached the game every single day, it's different. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. And people can compare Kobe to him and things like that, but Michael was a different animal. He was a different animal, and I really liked the documentary because it showed the real, it showed the uncut, and that's what people really like to see his actual personality and how he interacted with other people. So honestly, I mean, I feel like I always do the comparison, like put LeBron or put Giannis in that era. People really like to do that, but I mean, Michael was like the first to do it like that. He was the first to do it, especially that big, and you can't do anything but respect him for that.
Right. Two more things, man, and I'm gonna let you get out of here, man. What do you want people to know about you, man? Like, I mean, they know you as the basketball player, the NC State basketball player, but off the court, what do you want the people to know about you?
I'm gonna go get it, man. I'm gonna go get it no matter what. I'm gonna support those that support me. I'm gonna be there for my loved ones, no matter what. Like I said, I'm ready to get it, man. I'm really ready to get it. So once this ball drops, we're gonna do it. JCK all day. Shout out to JCK. We're gonna make it happen, man.
Yes, sir. All right, man. So I can't let you get out of here without putting you on the spot, man. Who's the GOAT from Charlotte, man? Who's the GOAT?
Say it again.
Who's the GOAT?
Who's the GOAT from Charlotte?
Yeah. That you know.
The GOAT from Charlotte. It's a lot of. I feel like the word GOAT has been changed. You know what I mean? Because GOAT's supposed to mean greatest of all time. So people have like multiple GOATs now, and that's something that I don't really understand. But Charlotte got some real ones, man. Charlotte got some real ones. But I'm gonna have to take it though. I'm the realest one to come out, and I'm gonna have to take it. It's gonna stay like that.
I like
it. Up with
it. I like it, man. I like it. Hey, man, listen. I appreciate you taking this time, man. Again, man, give everybody your social media handle, man, and let them know about your clothing line one more time. Yeah,
it's I'm on Instagram at CEEJAYBEE. I believe it might be an underscore after that, but yeah, if you type that in, I'll definitely come up. CJB is the brand. I'll be looking forward to a lot of new apparel coming out very soon, and I'll keep everybody updated.
All right, man. There you have it, Mr. CJ Bryce, Sports Talk with Player Agent 3.